So what is up, YouTube? It's me, at Truth Star Screamer. And we are looking at the... Yeah, I already took him out of the box, but... Power of the Prime's Dreadwind. As you can see, nice box. All kinds of... We have the bio there, how will the Primes bring... Doom-bringing Decepticon, yada yada yada. Yes, Dreadwind is a Doom-bringer. I do gotta say, I have some emotional attachment to this character. I really liked Dreadwind in both the comics when Simon Furman was writing it. He actually had him take over the answering the letters page in the comic, and I really liked his version in Master Force. And they really put some love in this, which we will get back to later. But, oh look, we still have the Hydra Council here. Let's take care of these guys real quick. Okay, they took a coffee break. But, like I said, I really enjoy this character, and there's a lot of things I like about this. Of course, he does come with his card. I love the artwork on this. He's now Soulless Dreadwing, so he works with Soulless Prime, who made all the weapons, and forges armor that cloaks him in darkness. There's going to be a nice stack here. So let's talk about this jet mode. Yeah, this is an aerial bot. This is a remolded aerial bot, but still is an aerial bot. But these colors are dead on. There's a lot of things. Like I said, we got the prime armor on here, which the original Dreadwing, the Dreadwind was a Power Master. So this looks just kind of like the interface that was on there. And I like how this is actually in colored plastic. You know, with Jazz and Slag, theirs were in black plastic, so this really adds some charm to it. These are new, these shoulder cannons here. But what really gets me most excited about this is... this aspect, and I will tell you why. And I'll flip that in here real quick. If you've seen the pictures, and if you know the G1 toy, this guy should be able to combine with Darkwing. So it'll be just like the G1 figure. That makes me really excited. But everything, of course, is nice together tightly. We have molded Decepticon symbol on here, as well as painted. So this is all paint. We have the painted canopy, colored plastic, little paint on the air intakes. A lot of nice sculpted detail, which Hasbro's doing a great job with, and this is begging to be panel lined. Underside, I mean, this is kind of Combiner Wars. Cleans up nice, but still kind of all there. You can still see the hands. Molded on missiles. I was talking with T-Man about this, and he's already speculating about how awesome the Takara version is going to be. And I'm sure it is, but I just can't afford it. Now, one of my few minor complaints is, again, kind of like with Slag, is a lack of accessory. Because we only get one pistol, which can fit under the wing, or be held in one of the pegs. But I really would have liked two. That would have, A, given some balance to the figure. The original character came with two guns. So I really would have seen that. I could have seen them just recycling some of the Titan Returns weapons on here, to be honest. And I would have been pleased with it. And my final complaint about this mode is no stand port. So I would have loved a stand port just to have the aerial. You know, have them in flight poses. So let's get this guy transformed. If you've had a Combiner Wars figure before, you know, the legs, yeah, that's nothing different. What is kind of neat is the wings here. They do fold down and fold back. That is a cat back there, if you caught that sound. So you can pull that down here. pull the head back like we had before. And I just split his face off. Holy, I just split his face off. Whoa. I really hope I don't have to buy a new one of these. That's kind of different. But I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. The arms here rotate up. I really can't believe I just split his face off. And split the legs. And there is Dreadwing. Okay, sorry for the quick edit point, but I had a cat in this room and he made a ton of noise and I have to reshoot all this, which I'm sure you'd love to know this. But, as I said, here is Dreadwing, and a panel, as mentioned before, let's flip up and down. And got that back in here. And I really like this guy. As I said before, I do have an emotional attachment. I mean, he's nowhere near to me like Starscream is. But this guy is a fun character. I do have his G1s floating around here somewhere, and they really put the love into it. Not just with the coloring, which underside we've got some silver paint here, the silver on the chest here, tampoed Decepticon symbol, so I'm getting plenty of representation, and this awesome head sculpt, painted eyes, the shoulders. And again, this is a throwback from the G1 toy. In the G1, the nose cone was on the front and he had wings on his back, which, yeah, I kind of wish they did that. They could have, I mean, with the aerial bots, they may have been able to pull something like that with the slingshot mold, but, what can you do? I'm going to keep these complaints to a minimum. So, little on the hollow side, yes. Stand port on the back. 5mm point here. 5mm ports on the forearms, and of course the hands, and in the chest. Actually, before we get to that, articulation, we do have the waist, single jointed elbows with a kind of grooved in ratchet, 90 degrees, knees, yeah, out. Can't quite do the one-legged test. But yeah, this is the type of figure that almost, I don't know why I would say, would feel like would have been a BotCon exclusive back in the day. Just of taking a remold and a paint in a character like this. With the Prime Master gimmick, we actually have two approaches with this. Easiest, of course, is flipping this down, pegging that right in the chest, and folding it down. My only issue, of course, is the combiner port. As you just saw, it does cause it to kind of flip. And this is a little on the tighter side. So he can wear that on his chest. Of course, this does pop out, and he can hold it, just like with Jazz and Slag. So, there we go. And I can put, where's Brawn here? A Titan Master in here. I really cannot wait till the Prime Master ones come out. But, fold this up, he's got the tabs like Jazz does. So, fold this up here, fold that in, and just like with Jazz, you kind of wedge it in here, wedge it in there, and that can stay on his chest too. Albeit, I did that one a little sloppy. There we go. So you can actually do two approaches. This does stick out a bit more, but I could also, in theory, give this one to Jazz if I wanted to give him more color. Overall, give him his gun here. This is really tight. I'm really surprised. His gun is just such a tight fit. And like I've been doing with all the others, flip that around. Give that on his arm. So he's got this weird little arm weapon. And just like Jazz and Slag, he is a combiner. Alright. and attached to Galvatron. He actually looks really good on Galvatron, I have to say. This, yeah, I'm debating if I want to throw him on here and have him be my fourth piece, to be honest. I did see a picture of Power of the Prime Starscream, and he does seem to be a heavy retool of the Silverbolt Cyclonus mold. So this will actually be a very accurate representation, but I really like those purples. Actually, both these guys look really good here. Huh. I'll have to think about a picture later. One of the things I did is, because of the fold out here, I put his pistol up in that 5mm in the 5mm plug. And yeah, it's an aerial bot limb, so he looks pretty good. So I have to say, I really do like Dreadwing here. He and Jazz probably both have the most love put into them. Actually, I think I give him a little more love than Jazz does as far as hitting the nuances of the G1-ness of it. I mean, I still have one more to do my final breakdown, but these two guys I'm really having trouble figuring out who's going to be my favorite. As I said, this definitely feels like a BotCon figure we maybe should have gotten, and they decided to say, no, let's put it in the main line. But these guys here, the retooling on that makes me think a little more. But yes, he's an aerial bot. Yes, I wish he had one more pistol. I have zero regret on this guy, though. I think I would have bought him regardless. So, Dreadwing, I give you an A. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Of course, give me a comment down here. Please give me a subscription as well. And as always, when it comes to collections, size is the prize, and shelves being full is the goal. Until next time, please take care.